Yeah, honestly, there's some things we gotta talk about, but I promise we'll get through it if you hear me out. You've been crippled by fear and you've been drowning in doubt, but if we work together, we will figure it out. Honestly, this is not a love song. It's a song for the world who's been loved wrong. It's a song for the people who trying to stay strong in a world where the leaders don't even know what's going on. It's something that should be talked about.
What's good, people? What's good, people? It is your man, DJ Shabach, and we are back with another episode of the Something That Should Be Talked About show. It is episode 15.
Yes.
Yeah. And so you already know, this is DJ Shabach. Over here we have the lovely
Tyrina
and the wonderful
Flo.
And on the tools in the background, the music, the video, the everything, the graphics, we got the one and only.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Byron. What's good?
Yes, sir. All right, so we are about to hop right into it. Well, first of all, before we hop right into it, how has y'all week been? How has it been?
Oh, man. Okay, in the last episode for me, I mentioned that I'm going through a big transition in my life. And so it continued through this week, just packing. Yes, I said packing. I am actually moving out of the country.
Man. See, this is what happens. Find somebody, get on the podcast. You find somebody, get on the podcast, and they leave.
I know. It's actually really sad, though, because I do really enjoy being on this podcast. So cross fingers that we're able to figure something out when I'm out of the country, that I can still be a part of the podcast some type of way. But yeah, this is my last in-person video. Really sad about it, honestly.
Shedding a tear.
For real.
Should have got my eye drops.
No, for real. But yeah, I mean, that's honestly what it is. Lots of traveling, trying to see family, since I'm going to be like leaving the country. So trying to see like last minute family. And but yeah, so I'm running on less than 3 hours of sleep right now. So yeah.
And then you about to turn up tomorrow, bro,
yes!
or today.
I guess, yeah, by the time they see this, big party coming. I'm so excited because it's my first time throwing a party, and it's for me. It's all about me. People are going to give me attention. Like, I love it. The Gemini in me, or the Leo in me, is like, yes.
Hold on. What?
I'm a rising, Leo rising. So
Leo rising.
Yeah.
And Gemini, what? Sun.
Mm-hmm. And a Pisces moon. Yeah. So the Leo in me is just kind of like, yes.
Wow.
All the attention that I'm gonna get tomorrow. Really excited for it.
See, for me, like on my birthdays, I enjoy celebrating my birthday, but I don't like feeling like it's about me.
Really?
I just like going out and having fun. Like we're doing something fun as a group, you know?
I can relate to that kind of.
Yeah. Kind of.
Like, I like for people to be like, oh yeah, we're enjoying ourselves, but like just give me a hint of like,
it's about me.
Yes, it's about me. It's my day, okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I am sad that you are leaving physically. But spiritually, mentally, and all that good stuff, you are not leaving.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Man, I say, people say it all the time. This is the best time to travel, to explore yourself, explore the world, bro. Because when kids and husband, wife, and all this other stuff comes, some of that stuff gonna pull back.
Yeah.
So, I definitely do believe that when you're young and you're well able, travel, do stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, honestly, this is the perfect time right now, especially like where I'm at financially. Like it's a great position. I don't got no kids, I don't got no partner, so it's just like I don't got to think about nobody but myself, and I can just go in there. I kind of talked about it during the couples podcast that we had, and I kind of like foreshadowed that it's time for me to get more in touch. Like, I was hinting that I'm going to be going to the Philippines. So, shoot. Well, I guess
we need to beep that out.
I mean, if you could, but no, honestly, it's not that important.
You
whatever.
sure?
They can't. The Philippines is so big, you can't find me.
You'd be surprised, man. There's this person on TikTok. There's this person on TikTok who, like, people would dare him to find where they are.
Really?
Instead of like, I bet you can't find me. Just do a random, video.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, okay. Detective work, and he'll be like, well, based off the plate that's in the background, this hotel's the only hotel that
seen that with one girl. She was like, she was in London, I think.
Yeah.
And he found the exact plate that the hotel uses and found her exact room.
Yep.
That is scary.
Yep.
I was like, I would never do
That's
that
scary.
again.
But you know what I just thought about? Honestly, I kept talking about how I'm half Filipino and I'm talking about going out of the country. Like, I feel like people gonna put two and two
One and
together.
two.
So I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. If you find me, I guess it was meant to be found.
Whoa. Flo, how has your the past 2 weeks been?
The last week was pretty good. You know, I did some self-care, got some stuff that I needed to get taken, and then, you know, the second week was what?
Yeah.
Because of you.
Yeah.
Because you got me sick. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
We
One
gonna share
partner's
it.
sick, the next person's sick.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a nope. You're gonna have to count me out that episode.
But that's good. Well, besides the sick part.
Right.
So you said you got some stuff that you want to get done. Like,
Yeah, just like self-care stuff,
Mhm.
like cleaning my room, doing my
Nice.
chores and stuff.
Nice.
Just like woosah.
woosah. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of did that last night. I was up to like 3 or 4 a.m.
Oh wow.
Laundry, doing some stuff, catching up on some work. I was like, all right, you know.
Okay.
Because I've been sick out of it the
Mm.
past 3 days, and I've been trying to purposely embrace the rest.
Yeah.
You know, because I it's difficult. She'll tell you, I cannot watch more than one episode of a Netflix show. I just gotta keep
Like
going.
50 videos on YouTube.
But see, if for me, it's like at least we're switching it up. When I'm just watching, just binging, I'm like, it just feels like I'm unproductive. You know?
Really?
And when I'm by myself now, that's when she's over. When I'm by myself, I can barely watch even a whole YouTube video because I'm like, I got to get to work. I got to do something. But speaking of work, Byron, you can go ahead and show that video without the audio. But last weekend, was it last weekend or the weekend before?
The weekend before.
Yeah, the weekend before. My man, the only man who is touching my hair right now. Oh yeah, you gotta. Yep. Oh, is it all right, window? Boom, there we go. The only man who is touching my hair, Javan Smith. This is a little recap video I did for Javan Smith. He had the opportunity to be, I guess, on a platform at the Bronner Brothers show. One of the, what's it called, brands or something. Basically, were displaying their products. And so they had him to be one of the barbers displaying, you know, what the clippers look like and everything. And this man, he did a phenomenal job.
Nice.
He do black people and white people hair. I'm like, oh, you versatile, my man. So
He does your hair?
yeah, he does
Oh,
my hair.
nice.
Now look, I covered it up. This ain't a fresh cut, okay? But he definitely gets me right every other week.
Okay.
He's moving. I forgot where he's moving, but y'all can go support the man. His Instagram is javan.smith_, the best barber in Atlanta. He gets you right. He put on that hot towel, everything. So yeah, man, it was pretty cool.
Nice.
But
he's moving too?
Yeah.
Oh, so you gotta find a new barber?
No. Luckily,
Oh, okay.
no. He's just moving his barbering location.
Got you.
Yeah. He's
Okay.
moving from a shop to his own suite.
Got you.
So I'm like, dang,
Okay,
man.
stepping up.
Yeah, do your thing. He told me how much it is. I'm like, that's how much it is for rent. I'm like, yes. I'm like, man, but he be doing celebrities and everything.
Okay,
So I'm like,
that's what's
all
up.
All right, you can afford it.
Yeah.
But let's hop into game time.
Game time? What's the little
Hold on, Byron, do it one more time.
Game time.
There
There
it
you
is.
go.
Okay, so today for our game time, we're gonna do a little bit of would you rather questions. Just to, you know, get a little laugh, a little giggle. Okay, so for the first question, would you rather that you can only hear one song for the rest of your life, Baby by Justin Bieber, or Starships by Nicki Minaj for the rest of your life?
So if you had
Baby.
to only pick one song to hear for the rest of your life,
It's either Baby by Justin Bieber or Starships by Nicki Minaj.
I'm doing Baby by Justin Bieber.
Really?
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
go with B, Nicki Minaj.
Oh.
Starships.
Really?
Yeah. Starships meant to fly.
That's only the melody part. No, you can handle the beginning part where it's like.
Dun, 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 dun. You the one that don't like dubstep.
Okay. So
yeah, I'm going baby. Especially his little cute little voice.
right,
Back in the
and
day.
it's kind of like it's like a little chill, but also pumped up. So you know you can do both. So would you rather eat a barbecue tarantula or a handful of earthworms?
Thought you was about to say something else. Barbecue Trent. Anyway.
What? Okay.
What'd you say? You say a barbecue tarantula.
A barbecued tarantula or a handful of earthworms?
Earthworms. I got a phobia of spiders. I'm going to just have to say earthworms. We're going to sucker that thing.
I'm gonna do the barbecue tarantula.
Look,
because at least the tarantula has barbecue on it.
Look, if you
And
can,
it's cooked.
And it's cooked, yeah.
if it don't look like a spider, I just
You
I
could cut it up. Like you just go eat a raw handful of earthworms.
and you're gonna grab it out of the dirt. You're gonna have all that dirt and everything.
And you know they be.
I don't
like,
think
they
y'all.
be moving in your hands.
I don't think y'all heard me. I said I have a phobia of spiders. Okay, I know a tarantula. Have you seen how big? It's like my hand. That's a tarantula. No, I'm sorry.
People eat insects on the regular, but I don't think they eat earthworms.
Hey, you'll be surprised.
Ew.
They be eating
Okay.
protein
I
and
don't
everything.
know all that slime. Oh no, yeah,
And
no.
they be moving. That's my thing.
Give
They
me-
move while like they could be moving, trying to get out of your throat,
I agree.
crawling back.
Yeah,
up.
no.
I
Give me
agree.
the barbecue tarantula.
All I'm saying, that my phobia just would not allow me.
Oh wow.
But speaking of phobia, real quick, what you call it? I'm sorry. Oh, I called you what you call it, Byron. Pull up. What's it called? Ooh, I just type in phobia of holes,
Of holes. Oh man.
bro. This makes my skin crawl every time. Click images. Just click
Triphobia.
Triphobia.
Oh.
You
yeah,
too?
Yeah.
Woo.
No. Oh man.
God, I should have said trigger warning.
Wow, y'all are
Oh.
crazy.
No, I'm legit getting chill bumps right now, bro. Yeah, sorry. Trigger warning.
It literally makes you want to throw up.
It makes you want to throw up.
No, it's like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
skin is like, ugh.
I get.
There's been times like when I looked in the sky and like sometimes the clouds will be giving that, like, but not necessarily. Like, it's just when I'll be like, that just makes my skin crawl. Like,
Wow, that's crazy.
Because it feels so
Wait.
diseased.
yes.
bro.
Oh my God. You
I'm
should
like-
have fucking said trigger warning. I didn't, and I knew I didn't like that, but I didn't know that it was gonna be like that.
That Dog, if you can relate, put a 1 in the chat, man. Dude.
Oh my god, I can't.
Are you feeling like that?
No, she's
No,
not.
I'm chilling.
Bro, she be laughing at me every time, bro.
But my thing is, I don't even look it up. You look it up just to show me. It's like you're torturing yourself.
There's one.
Shit making me want to throw up. Oh my
There's
God.
one.
Oh my God.
that
I'm literally
is-
struggling right now. That's
There's
crazy.
one that's oh, bro. This is real. This is real. Like, this isn't even made up. This is a real toad, bro. That
Okay.
Stop.
I'm telling you, I'm about to throw up.
it's a.
I don't think you would have.
I save y'all the gruesomeness. But apparently there's a real toad
How is
that
it gruesome?
that has spores all over his body, and it lays its eggs through the spores all over his bro. It's nasty. Oh God. Let's move
Okay.
on.
Yeah, you just did all that by yourself, by the way. And you have a phobia of it.
Listen, so my
Okay.
point was that's what a phobia is.
Okay. It's not. Never mind. Would you rather always have wet socks or always have a popcorn kernel stuck in your teeth?
Oh my
Ooh.
God. Oh my gosh.
She's still recovering over here.
Yeah, I am actually, but I think. Go ahead.
I would say wet socks.
you would
because-
always have wet socks on?
Always. You can't. Like, you never ever have dry socks again.
Have you had braces before? Have you had braces before?
Mm-mm.
Exactly.
Okay.
Bro, having something in your teeth permanently that you oh my God, bro.
No, I feel like I can. Like, you're walking everywhere you walk, splash. Like, no.
Man.
Put the kernel
And
in
you
my
never
tooth.
get warm because your feet are always cold.
Yeah.
It's wet.
Yeah, and then that the thing too is like if my feet are cold, it doesn't matter how warm the rest of my body is.
That's true.
Like
you could get disease. Mold can grow, bacteria.
Yeah,
all of that.
Okay, all right. I mean, you won the logical answer of that.
But you still go choose. You still go choose wet socks. Okay.
my skin is still like.
Oh man.
Okay. Would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life, or always feel like you need to sneeze but not be able to?
That's crazy.
So like to like the point that you can't talk?
What?
To like the point that you can't talk?
No, like you just. It's like let's just say every 5 minutes you got a hiccup. But like it's coming, but also or never be able to sneeze, but like always feel like it's always coming. Like that where it hurts, that tingling feeling in your nose.
Oh, jeez.
I guess I'll have to say dang, why am I going blank right now? What was the two options?
Hiccup
for the rest of your life, or
yeah, I'm gonna have to go with hiccups.
Feel like you need to sneeze.
Hiccups.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with hiccups. Actually, there is a girl who ended up getting famous because she had hiccups. Like,
really?
Yeah, like she would constantly be, and people thought she was faking at first, but no, like she had whatever condition, and it like she always hiccuped.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if she still does it or if she got surgery. I can't remember. I like quickly looked it up, but yeah, there's a real girl out there.
I hope if she went viral.
I wonder why
she did get viral.
That people gave her the money to like fix it.
I think so. That's what I can't remember exactly, but I think that sounds kind of right.
Yeah.
Look it up for yourself. You know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can type in "girl who
hiccups."
only hiccup. Yeah.
All right. Would you rather drink a cup of spoiled milk or eat a moldy piece of bread?
Moldy piece of bread for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna give me the moldy piece of bread. Yeah, because at least you can like take the mold off.
You gotta
the bread.
eat it.
No, but it didn't say that though. It said would I either drink spoiled.
Go around.
Somebody said you asked, do I want to drink spoiled milk or eat a moldy piece of bread? Okay, the moldy piece of bread, and I can take the mold out.
But even with the mold on, like I can at least consume that. I would barely be able to smell the milk
Spoiled
without
milk.
barfing, bro.
That's true.
Yeah.
The reaction she was having, that'll be me.
Okay, this is gonna be.
I'm so interested to see how that's gonna be played back. Like I was struggling, so I wonder how that's gonna be perceived.
I don't think y'all realize the trauma that I went through having a dad who was always trying to be frugal, and where I had to convince him that this milk is bad, and he's like, "It's fine." I'm like,
really,
bro? It was.
What
bad.
do you mean? Did you have to drink it?
So I used to always have this thing where when the milk was sitting, right, and there would be a line that would form around the thing because it was sitting. Like that's how you knew it was bad. That was my way of being able to tell. My dad, he just like if the date ain't thing, whatever.
But you was leaving it out, or
I don't know what was going on. I was a kid. I was like 5, 6, 7. And I'm like, I can see that this milk is bad, like the substance.
Oh.
And so my dad, he was just trying to save a buck, you know. I'm like, all right, bro.
Okay, so last question. Would you rather have to use a public toilet that is extremely dirty and smelly, or not be able to use a toilet at all for a week?
Not be able to use a toilet at all for a week.
No, I'm gonna have to use it. I got too fast of a metabolism to
Nobody
yeah.
said you can't use the bathroom.
No, it said you can't use the restroom for a week.
You can't use the toilet for. Didn't you say that?
Yeah, not be able to use a toilet
I'm a Papa Squat.
at all for a week.
Oh, so you can go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a Papa Squat somewhere. I'm not about to use no dirty.
Go back to my animalistic, ways.
Ew.
I was assuming that meant like you can't go to the restroom at all.
Nobody can't not go to the bathroom. Like you can't not go to the bathroom.
Some people
to go one whole day and not pee. Or are you talking about number 2?
Well, no, I'm talking about people like don't pee
every day.
I'm not lying.
There's no way.
The people who also don't like drink water ever.
But yeah, but the stuff that they eat or whatever has water in it, so that's why.
But they only drink soda. and never drink a cup of water.
Man, I could barely go 2 minutes without water, bro. Like, I'm always dehydrated. Like, I always need water.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
People have like problems with their bowels.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
System.
I don't. I got a fast metabolism, so I gotta. Yeah, I cop a squat.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's all I had for Would You Rather.
What is it called? How do you say it?
What, cop a squat?
Coppa squat? I thought it was Papa squat.
What, how do you say it?
I'm a Papa squat.
How do you say it?
Pop. Definitely
squat?
pop.
Byron,
Oh.
how you say it?
I don't even say that. I don't- Is it crappa spot?
No. What did you say?
Crop. What be cropping?
Papa squat, right?
Cop a squat.
Coppa squat.
That's not a thing.
It may be both.
It's not.
Yeah, it looks like it's both.
Oh my God. You're going to go on Google every time. Google will tell you what you want to hear.
It will. It's called
You talk about
confirmation
it's.
bias.
I've never heard somebody say cop a squat.
Coppa squat.
Like usually when they use like cop a something, it's like you're trying to take something.
It says, I think there's a confusion here on the phrase. Bro, all these ads. Is usually Papa squat. This is kind of what's the word? Colonial. What's the black people thing? No. What's like? I can't pronounce the word. It basically is like a phrase.
How do you spell it?
COLLO. Colloquial. See, you don't even know.
Yeah, that one.
Colloquial.
That word.
Shrek, where you heard that word at?
No, so that word means like all the different phrases.
But I'm saying, what does that have to do with black people?
Because it's a country thing. A lot of Southern people come up with all the country slangs.
And they said, oh yeah, this is a famous colloquial.
Obviously, they didn't have the word for it.
I'm just saying.
I
So
don't
basically,
know.
people get confused thinking that people are saying Coppa squat, but really it's Papa squat.
pop.
I guess so.
It's really
Okay.
pop.
So
Yeah.
it's really Papa squat.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
That
We
was
learn something
interesting.
new every day.
Wait, what was the word again?
Colloquial.
Colloquial.
I don't think I ever
Alright.
heard that word in my life.
I just heard it the other day, and I was like, I need to use that word so I can sound professional. Colloquial.
You can't even
Yeah.
pronounce
Say
it.
You know what I mean.
You
You
gonna
know what I
sound more
mean.
silly.
They
Exactly.
be like, what did you say?
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
Y'all seen that video of the basketball player? He was on TV. I think it was Kevin Garnett. Who he had to. It was like he was hosting a show, and he was having to read the thing, and I think it said, "Who is equipped?" You know, it's who laughing? You laughing? You don't even know what I'm talking about. You laughing? So it said, "Who is equivalent to like Shaq or Michael Jackson?" He said, "Who is equivalent to Michael?" He just went with it. I'm like, "Hey, yo, we just gonna roll over that."
What? I've never
Jeez.
seen that video.
Hold on. Let me see. Kevin. I think it's Kevin Garnett.
Watch it not be him, and then he's gonna be like, "Why are you trying to say I can't read?"
Mispronounce, bro. I can't spell. Word.
Shouldn't
on
Byron
TV.
be looking this up?
I just want to make sure it's the right
Oh.
person. Yeah. So Byron, type in Kevin Garnett tries to say the word equivalent.
That's the word. Equivalent.
Equivalent.
Jeez.
Just,
That's
tries to
crazy.
Right there.
pronounce
Right
The
there.
first video, yeah, that's funny.
Bro, I'm like,
Okay, here we go. Kinda like name an NFL equivalent for each NBA player.
Wait.
bro. Play it one more time.
It's the
Play it
fact that he
again.
went fast too. He was like, try to name.
He was like, I'm gonna push through this word.
Okay, here we go. Kinda like name an NFL equivalent for each NBA player.
You know how when a teacher be like, just sound it out. Just push through it. Just push through it. Oh, man, bro.
Oh no!
That day, he made all of us look
Oh my
bad.
god. Wow.
Man.
Wow. He did it. He said it with the utmost confidence.
Yes. Yes.
David Adam.
I would have had to be like, y'all, I got dyslexia, dysgraphia, everything.
Like, who told you to get up there? You should have been like, yeah, I don't want to read today.
Like, you didn't see it
Sorry,
first?
something got in my eye. Can you read it for me? What the heck?
I ain't got my glasses today. Man. Couldn't be me. But I think he
confidence.
That's what I'm saying. So I think he actually thought he said it. I think he thought like, oh, I
There's
conquered
no
this.
way he thought he
Oh,
said
I
that.
said that. He thought he bodied
He was
that,
reading
bro.
so fast. He knew he couldn't say that. He knew he couldn't. There's
That's
no way
true.
he knew that was the word. Because why you talking so fast?
Right. What's the kind of equivalent?
Okay, I gotta chill.
He's like, I'm gonna push past this, bro. I'm going to push past this.
That's
Oh
crazy.
man.
I've never.
Well, I guess we had a funny bone before the funny bone.
That's
my
funnier than
God.
Family Feud. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Family Feud people be going in, and their whole family be like, "Good answer, good answer." And I'm like, "You know that answer was stupid.
Yes.
You know it was stupid. Please."
Oh man. All right. Let's get into the topic of the day. Is there a video, Byron?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Okay. I guess it's really just like a picture video. It's like a GIF, essentially. So, the question of the day is, that's why I wanted you to show the post so we can look at the comments. So the question of the day: should a woman consult her man before cutting her hair? I saw this post the other day, and I was like, man, these comments, I don't know. Some people may be getting some divorces later. So one person said, you could, I think it's good enough. Well, actually, try to make it bigger. Right there. One person said, it can be a conversation. The end result is my choice. Someone else said, it would be a courtesy, not a necessity. Besides, when women cut their hair, that usually mean they are about to make cuts. He might be one. Another person said, no drastic changes. Men are naturally attracted to what they are attracted to. Yes.
Was that a man or a woman who said that?
That looks like a man.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
All right.
looks exactly like how I thought he was gonna look.
All right. Scroll down.
Right.
Scroll down.
Like what?
Yeah.
What y'all talking about? When she decide I cut it off for her. Side note, I'm a hairstylist, so I talk her into changing her hairstyle regularly. Interesting. It shouldn't be a requirement, but it's respectful. I think the same vice versa. If I'm about to make a physical change to my appearance, I should be mindful of my partner's preference. And the last one says, it's her hair. If a man leave a woman for that, that is his loss. That's crazy. So before I weigh in, what y'all think, ladies?
You can go first.
I think that, so like when I think about that question, I kind of think of like what would I naturally do when I'm thinking about a decision or whatever, or if I'm talking to people or whatever. And most naturally what comes to me is like, hey Shabach, I think I would have cut my hair or whatever. Yeah. Like, and I'm like, ooh, what do you think? Not like I'm asking for permission, but it's like, it is my partner. Yeah. So I don't want them to be like, oh, why'd you do that? Or, you know, whatever. So I definitely don't view it as permission. Also, I go based off of what I see in my own household, and from what I can remember, granted, I'm not in my parents' marriage, but from what I could see, I always see my mom just doing whatever she wants with her hair. So I'm just kind of like, like, why does it have to be, oh, I have to ask permission to do that? That's giving controlling. If you're coming from a aspect where it's like, oh, you know, are you going to take weight in your partner's input on a decision? Then it's like, well, obviously, because you do that anyway with almost everything, because you're in a partnership. So that's my opinion. I don't think it's, if people are taking it very much like controlling thing, and I know that exists somewhere, but I think that we already naturally, ask for our partner's opinions on a lot of stuff, like, ooh, do you like this nail color? Ooh, do you like this nail design? Oh, do you like this outfit? It's not like we're asking permission on, oh, can I get this nail design? It's more like, I would appreciate your input because I like you and I want you to like what I like, you know? So that's my opinion.
Facts. Go ahead, Ms. Tyree.
Yeah, I mean, the question was, should a woman consult? So when I think of the word consult, like I don't think of it as being permission. I think of it as just like having the conversation, bringing it up. Like, I agree with the comment of like, it would be a courtesy, but I mean, like, but not a necessity. Like, I don't have to do it, but because like there's some level of respect, or because there's a partnership in this, then I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna just do it like. I'm gonna just say something. But like what another comment said is, at the end of the day, like, whether I talk to you about it or not, at the end of the day, it's like what I'm gonna do, like, you know. So so I mean, that's kind of like where I'm coming from. I kind of agree with the guy, like, if you leave because of the hair, like, then if that's your foundation of your relationship, then that's the loss, that's your loss,
that was
you know.
A girl.
Or girl, whatever. So then that's kind of silly. If your relationship is just only based off of that, then you know, that's silly. But I can also understand that people have their preferences of, like, you know, I dated you. It goes back to what a conversation that we had in a couple episodes, whatever, where it's like, that this is not what I signed up for. I signed up with you having long hair. Now you don't have long hair, I don't know, you know, so it's like I have to make that choice, or you have to give me grace to be able to navigate through that, you know. So
So Flo, what did you tell me?
Oh yeah, Shabach was like, I want to cut off my locks and do a high top, and I was like, I don't like that. But also at the end of the day,
no, don't try to soften it up.
I'm not. That's exactly what I said.
You said, if I cut my locks, you going. You gone.
Jokingly, Shabach. Are you really about to be like, oh, I was actually dead serious saying that to you?
I don't know.
Wow.
Anyways. I don't want to find out.
All I'm saying is, I seen pictures of when he had this little high top mohawk thing. I was like, that's the only picture that I could associate with you in a high top. So I was like, oh, I don't know. If you were serious about it, which I didn't at the time think he was serious about cutting his locks. If you want to cut it. Right. But like Tyrina said, I signed up for locks.
I signed up for locks.
So now you got to give me grace on deciding whether I want to view somebody
after I
with the
cut
top.
my hair. Marriage and
Shabach, if I went bald, you would have been like, exactly. If I went bald right now, yes, you would.
See, that's your thing. You think I would.
I know you would. Please.
I wouldn't.
It might be like a slow, like,
right. He gonna be like, I don't like your cooking.
You're right, like, man.
Wow. All right.
It's gonna be because I cut my hair.
But I'm gonna pull everything else.
This is not Is Love Is Blind. Okay?
No,
No.
No. Oh my gosh.
I had to slap it a few times, you know, with that baby boy. Just, you know. Anyway. So here's what I personally.
Wow.
You are such an instigator.
I am.
So I personally believe that if you do not like or love your man or woman, you're just going to do things without their not consent, but without their consultation. When you love someone, you want their input. Like, you want, like, babe, I've been thinking about this. What you think? And you want to actually take their opinion, you know? So that's if there's love. When I kept scrolling on these comments, I didn't like the dispensation, the attitude, the vibe of some of these women. It was like, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm like, do you got a man? No? Okay. Because when you are in love, you are willing to compromise and do things that you may have never done before, or do things just out of the sake of, or not doing certain things out of the sake of considering your partner, you know? And then certain things are a growing thing. Maybe right now he's not in a place of, you know, you on that short haircut, but then maybe a few years later, he'd be like, all right, I'm open to it. You know, Megan Fox, she was rocking the short haircut, right? not Megan Fox.
Making Good.
Megan Good.
Yeah, I was like, what?
She was rocking the short hair.
I was like, where has
I
Megan?
know.
The wrong Megan. The wrong Megan. She was rocking a short haircut for a long time. Now to your point, what you said about your dad, there are some men who don't care. All they care is that it looks good, and that is okay. But you cannot go from one relationship thinking that, all right, that was what he was cool with. Now, well, my last man let me do whatever I want. Well, I ain't your last man.
I wish somebody would say my last what?
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
think
saying.
that the reason why it was the comments is because everybody automatically let it trigger them.
Yeah.
Like, I just think that
Like,
if
read
you
the
really think
question.
about it, you already, if you have a man or a partner or whatever, you already be asking their opinion on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like this dress. You think this is gonna look good on me? And
Yep.
even sometimes when they're like, I don't know, you be like, yeah, maybe not, and you don't get it. Like, you please stop. Everybody needs to stop pretending
Yeah.
that it's like everything. You just like, oh yeah, if I want it, I'm doing it. You ask the opinion of other people, even if it's not your partner. It could be your best friend.
Yeah.
It could be your mom, your dad. We work off of people's influences
Yes.
a lot of the time.
Yes.
So I think that if people would just stop letting everything trigger them,
Yeah.
you
And
can see past the question.
we can't project. Yeah, there are some people who live in abusive relationships that, hopefully they'll get out of. Whereas like the man or the woman, like, you are not going to do that. And it's abusive. And even if it's not physically, it may be emotionally or mentally abusive. But in the cases that's like, look, the man just cares about how you look, it's okay to lean into it. And vice versa. Do you know how many women, this is a perfect example. What's his name? The quarterback of the Eagles. What's his name? Byron, you remember his name?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts just cut off his beard. And the ladies were going in on him on the thing.
Oh,
yeah.
that is two completely different people.
Oh,
poor
when you showed that
baby.
picture earlier, I did think it was two different people.
Really?
Yeah, I was just looking at the picture and I was like, oh, okay.
You may have to click.
He looks like, you said his name was?
Type in
Jalen
cuts.
Moore?
Cut
Jalen
beard.
Moore?
Jalen Hurts.
No, the other guy. Criminal Minds.
Shamar Moore.
Yes, that's who he looks like.
Why is it not popping up?
What did you type in?
Put
Jalen beard cut.
you can put a clean cut photo of beardless Jalen Hurts.
Unless he just had it taken down.
But how did you just click it?
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy. Maybe even type in Shade Room or something. It's literally up on this computer. Wow. There we go. We ain't there
Everybody
yet,
was like,
guys. So yeah, right here.
oh yeah, if he don't even. Yeah, that looks like two different people.
Yeah,
Two
it looks
different
like
people.
He looks
two
like,
different people.
He looks a little bit even white.
And he looks like a father. He looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Zaddy on the right hand, and then like just a regular father on the left hand.
He looks like a coach, like a coach for a little girl's soccer team.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So, there's some women who are like, you are not cutting your beard.
He said, "Don't do that shit ever again, Jalen."
See? That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. But when men, they get their beard and everything, or their locks, and y'all be like, don't you dare.
Well, I think sometimes when women do like a change on social media that doesn't suit them, people like be like, oh, what? Why did they do that? Like, I've seen that happen before.
Yeah.
I don't know specific names, but women change more than men do.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when men do it, we notice it because it's
Yeah.
like, you could see one of our friends, she gets a different hairstyle almost every week or
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're going to expect a change, but for a man, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Man. So, I look, all I'm saying is that we shouldn't be so triggered, okay, when it comes to this stuff, because women be projecting sometimes.
I was like, I don't know, like just read the question. Like
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
like in the like you're letting your triggeredness or whatever block you from understanding English. Like it doesn't say should a woman ask permission to do
Right,
X,
right,
Y,
right,
and
right,
Z.
yeah.
Like it's just consult.
Yeah.
Consult
Right.
is just talk. That's all it is.
Yes.
You know, so it's just like like you were saying, you automatically do that. So it's like, don't sit here in the comments and be like you don't talk to your man. Like women normally just go in and get their nails done. Oh babe, like what color do you think I should get? Like what color would you like to see wrapped around your, you know, like come on, like don't act don't act like y'all don't do that.
Don't act like you don't know.
Like don't, come on now. So it's just like the same, like, oh, like, you know, I was thinking about adding this to my hair or doing this, like what do you think about that, you know?
Yeah.
And like I said, at the end of the day, it's like if the woman really really wants to do it, whether her partner agrees with it or not, like that can be a conversation. But it's still just like, just say something, you know?
I think just a lot of people, single people who are not in relationships, just be saying some stuff. I'm like, man, because here's the thing. Let's be honest. Sometimes men and women be the main person who loudly, my woman is never gonna get me to do this. My man would never gonna be the main one who gonna do it when they get into a relationship.
True. That's
So,
why you don't say I would never do anything.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
You will be looking like crazy when you doing it. Remember when?
Exactly.
Right.
That's why I always say 5-10 year rule, man. 5-10 year rule. Anyway.
Yeah.
Shoot. I think we kind of wrapped it up.
That was fast.
It was.
Right. I was like, what?
I mean,
because we're all sane. Okay, we're
Yeah.
not sitting here.
Yeah. Even my follow up questions, we already kind of tackled. Shoot,
Should a man consult before cutting his hair?
I mean, we kind of agreed that.
Just say something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of like, just to play devil's advocate. It's like, if you got a beard, why would you think about cutting
that
it?
if I had never seen you with a beard, you know the severity of how different you look without a beard.
Like,
You just pop up on me with no beard. You not coming in the house. I don't know who is that.
who are you? Where is my husband?
You just knocking on the door, and you better be careful because some people look so. We all just said. First glance, we didn't even know who that man was.
No, we
didn't even know that was the same person. So imagine I'm chilling at home on the couch. I see a man. No, I'm expecting locks and a beard. I see locks and no man and no beard. Oh, like what? Who's this? Intruder alert! 911. 911. Come to my house.
Man.
You see little baby girls crying because they don't recognize their dad. You know it's a difference.
Yeah.
You know it's a difference. They ain't crying that much when the mom gets a wig. Okay?
Yeah.
That's true. But, yeah. Hold up, man. I just hope some women find some healing. Because, man, don't go into a relationship all bitter. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go ahead and move on.
Funny bone laughter.
Funny bone time.
Again.
Right,
We've
again.
been laughing this whole time.
Right, this whole episode. All right, so it's a few threads. What's that first thread look like? What did it say? Adulthood is really discovering half of your family is mentally ill.
Facts.
True.
Oh
When you
my
get
God,
older and you're
man.
like, whoa, this person got this
Yeah.
and this and this.
And the crazy part about it, at least sometimes some families they know it. Some families don't though.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think Granny may got a little ADHD. I think she may be a little autistic. What's going on, man?
Even that where it says the family tea you find out when you get older is insane. Like, that's my story. Like, I remember being with my ex and judging him. Well, not judging him, but like judging the family. Like, y'all are weird. Like, there's a lot of family drama. I don't understand. Y'all are supposed to be family. Like, what is all this drama happening? And then I realized that my family has a lot of drama. I'm like, my dad is telling me this, and this is not until I'm older. Like, I'm already in college, thinking my family is like the most normal family like ever. No, my aunties be having beef with each other.
Yep.
My cousins be having beef with like. I'm like,
Man.
what is going on? And I just be looking back like I really was like thinking my ex.
Your family was perfect.
Yeah, and my ex's family was just weird. I was like,
man, this is why I be telling them, you got to be a little bit more transparent. Because, man, talk about that Thanksgiving dinner last year. Just saying. All right, here's the next one. As we came to a close of Black History Month, all mixed people, today, the last day you can celebrate Black History Month. Thank y'all for coming out. So I'm assuming this was halfway through the month.
Celebrate.
I said celebrate.
Celebrate.
Celebrate. Excuse me. Yeah. So Miss Tarina.
I never celebrated Black History Month, so it's all good.
Right. I'm a head out. Excuse me?
Y'all,
That's hilarious.
Excuse me?
Come on now. Why is
Did
he
you
acting
fully
like
celebrate?
Did we
What did we do to
forget
celebrate?
every single time you even brought up Black
You said
History?
you did what?
I said, are we acting like we wasn't here this whole time? Every single time you brought up Black History Month, I'm just sitting like, okay, it's another month. Like, what is Black History Month?
Right, hold on.
The shortest month. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You in the hot seat today. Why do you not celebrate Black
She
History
just
Month?
said that.
What is
the shortest month of
Is
the
that
year?
it?
No, what is Black History Month? What is Black History Month?
Uh-huh.
No, I'm asking, what is Black History Month? Every single day I'm alive is about me. Every single day of my life, I should be figuring something out. Well, I'm not going to say it like that, but like, what? Black America is Black history. We wouldn't have America without Black people. So you're going to congratulate for a whole month? Okay. Congratulations.
I agree.
Like, no, I'm not going to just set out. Like, no, if I find something out in freaking September, okay, there's my Black history right there.
I agree with you 100%. I do believe, though, that it's an opportunity for us to go out of our way to celebrate for 28, 29 days.
What is the celebration? Like it's
white
literally
people
all
don't
it
have
is
a white
like,
history month.
okay,
We got a
February 1st,
Hispanic
Happy Black
Heritage
History
Month.
But I don't even see. First of all, half of the time, people
Are you
don't even remember-
Hispanic?
Half of the time, people don't even remember that it's Hispanic Heritage Month.
I'm not talking about people. We Black, so we know about Black history. We ain't Hispanic.
Okay.
But what she's saying is even Hispanics aren't
I've
like,
never seen them celebrate that.
Hispanic
That's like,
history. Yeah,
I really
like-
honestly feel like Americans created that. I've never heard of like Hispanics saying, unless I'm wrong, I've never heard of Hispanics being like, oh, on this month, what's the month? I think it's October or September. But either way, I've never heard them being like, oh yeah. I feel like that's just like a cop out for Americans instead of just teaching people their history throughout the entire year like they get.
Because
white people have it for 1 month.
Exactly. You hear about white people every single month. Like,
And then
we're
even
just
on Black History Month, we don't even get a full history lesson.
And like, what new Black person have y'all learned about this month? Y'all talking about Shabach. What new Black person have you? Yeah.
Right?
First of all, it's not about the newness of the new history. It's about the
is.
making of the current history, and it's about the celebration of the old history that we already know. Okay.
So
Now,
you just do a
listen.
little,
No.
so you can sound
Now, what
smart?
day was that when I discovered about my own Black history? Huh?
That was not in February.
That was in February. We still in. Just at the top of March, baby.
Dude,
Listen,
that
it
was
on
the beginning of
February.
this week.
It was February 28th or 29th. One of the days.
No, it wasn't.
That
You're
I
lying.
discovered
You're
discovered my
lying.
own Black history.
You're
Let me
lying.
explain to you something. Okay.
You're lying.
by giving your
My
DNA to the white men,
Oh, see, here we go.
right? That's how you found out by giving
I
putting,
can't
No, because he's
putting
lying.
your DNA in the
I
system.
can't have nothing with you. See, one
lying.
minute you Dr. Umar, the next minute you I don't know what you is. Then you one of them mixed ones. You the
What
house.
you is?
You the house. She the house slave. That's what she is.
What?
I'm just saying. Talking about look.
You
On
let
that
a white
day.
man tell you who you are.
On this day in history, of Black history, I found out. Okay.
You did not find out in February.
The second day of March, whatever. Okay.
That's March.
And speaking of March, I found out that I am 15% Irish. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And that I am 78, if not 80 something percent.
It was
It was 70.
It was 80% West African.
80% West African and 70% Nigerian. Specifically,
is the mathing?
what you talking
So
about?
it's
the
like
math.
so in the little chart thing, it's like
Okay.
80% West Sub-Saharan West African,
Okay.
and then they like broke it down. So then like 70% of that 80%
Got
is
you.
Nigeria. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm like 70 plus
he be
80
saying
is,
that.
is not.
80. I got the facts right here. 83.2% Sub-Saharan.
Sub-Saharan. Sub-Saharan. Sub-Saharan, yeah.
Sub-Saharan is 83.2%. I am 73.1% West African and 46.6% Nigerian, specifically the Igbo people / tribe. Okay? All right? So on this day in history, I learned about my history, all right?
That's what's up.
Okay. Now, what about your history?
I'm Black and Filipino.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to move on.
You did all
yeah,
that.
did not even prove no point.
Avoided every question.
Yeah.
Listen, I was not prepared to be intellectually integrated on my knowledge of my Black history. I celebrate it at least. You celebrate Juneteenth?
No, I don't.
Exactly. See, look at this.
Exactly
Look
what?
at this. Look at this.
Exactly
Look at
what? What?
Don't slap your face.
Exactly
You were
what?
celebrating last year.
You
it's
held
not-
a party, and I was like, okay,
It's
cool.
not even like a
Exactly.
celebration. It's just like how I don't celebrate 4th of July, but guess where I'm going to be? Where the food is.
Oh my
Exactly.
gosh. So you benefiting off of the blacks that built
She
this country.
is black. She
But
just
the-
said she's black.
But you don't celebrate it. You don't celebrate it.
what?
She doesn't
I
have
celebrate
to.
being Black every single day I'm alive.
Mm.
What are you talking about?
Mm.
I am like, when I look at my skin, when I look at my beautiful face in the morning, I would not want to be anything else.
Okay.
I have a shirt that literally says, what did it say? It was like, I'm not something, I'm just blessed. Something about being blessed because I'm Black. And that's how I feel. Like, what? It's so sad to wake up being white. Like, what are you talking about? And I mean that in
Listen,
the most respectful
my
way.
white brothers and
I
sisters,
mean that in the
I
most
love y'all.
respectful way.
I
Like,
love
white
You
people
are so
cool.
trifling because
White
you
people
just
are
don't want to get
cool.
canceled.
White, look, okay, white people are cool. Like I said, y'all have a lot going for y'all off of our backs, and that's amazing that y'all get to benefit off of that. I'm just saying, like, let's just
It's
keep it
facts.
real. Like, let's just
Talk
keep it
about
real.
Black
Like,
history. That's
I'm not
facts.
saying anything that's supposed to be like hurtful to you, but it's just like it is amazing that you want our melanin so bad so y'all can keep living. Like, but I don't need to take anything. I don't need to steal anything to keep living. I'm like, what? So yeah, and cancel me if you want. Like, what? At the end of the day, I'm still Black and alive.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
Man, well listen.
What's your biggest flex? Being black.
being Black, okay?
I am going to celebrate Black History Month
And do you?
and celebrate Juneteenth.
And do
Okay.
you?
Okay.
Like I said, where's the food at?
You ain't gonna be getting none.
Oh, my people don't say that. If you're not gonna invite me, that's cool. Somebody else will.
See, look at you. All right, here's the next funny bone. How old are you? Me, 33. Actually, let's make this a conversation. Flo, you gonna be me. How old are you?
33.
And you don't have kids? Wow, time to get on that.
I've had 7 miscarriages. And I hope you've learned a lesson in asking inappropriate personal questions.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Man, look, I plan to say at my wedding, do not ask us about no pregnancy, okay? We will present to you when we pregnant, all right?
Yeah, I don't like when people do that because it's like you don't know what a person is going through. You
Yeah.
don't know if they've had miscarriages.
Yep.
I just saw a lady on TikTok. She had a ectopic pregnancy, and her and her husband was like, "Yeah, we're taking a break." And then when she came back, she was saying that a brand had emailed her to do like a commercial for their baby stroller and stuff. Not even, and they were like, yeah, we love your content. You're like, and they were presenting it as if they watched her most recent content. And she was like, wow, if you watched my most recent content, she would have seen that I literally just said I was going through this. Like, that's so disrespectful. Like, yeah, that just reminded me of that.
So for people who don't know, what is an ectopic pregnancy?
I don't even fully know. I just know that it leads to a miscarriage.
And
Like, they don't have the... Oh, no. I think it was the fetus was not in the uterus. Like,
right. That's what I was just about to say. Yeah, an ectopic pregnancy is when the egg ends up attaching in the fallopian tubes instead of the uterus, and so now you're pregnant in your fallopian tube, basically, which is detrimental to the baby and also the mother. So you have to kill the baby.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I could have said that in a better way. So you have to
Terminate. There we go.
Yeah, terminate. There you go. Instead of saying that big K word.
Right.
Interesting. Well, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that sometimes, businesses and corporations, they are behind on their stuff. So they could have had that like in the queue to be sent out to them. Like they've been following her.
Yeah.
And then it just happened to just fall on a bad time.
Yeah.
But that's given the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, man. Yeah. Anyway, the next.
That is so funny.
But not at the same time. What did it say?
Oh, I see.
My friend said that she's not okay, and I offered to pray for her, and here was her response.
That was funny. I actually cackled.
Must I pray for you? No. You'll make it worse. You have too many sins.
First
okay?
of all, this is how I know this was on WhatsApp. Because
that background.
Yes, and also, who says, must I pray for you? Who says that?
That's
must
not,
I pray
that's
for
somebody whose first language isn't English.
Right, because I'm like, what? That's
man,
hilarious.
that's funny. Was that it, Byron? Yeah, that's it. All right. Anyway, I thought words. I just thought that those threads were quite funny.
I have a question, and this is a serious question. This is not like joking or nothing. Does dyslexia also affect like your speech too?
See, here you go. See. Look. See,
I'm
no. Let me say my trauma. Listen.
Okay.
Listen. I remember I was working at Blaze Pizza, and I was all feeling myself, all confident and everything. And this little girl who I was working with was like, "Can I ask you a serious question?" I'm like, "Sure." Like, do you have like a condition? Like, is something wrong with your neck? I'm like, what do you mean? Something wrong with my neck? So then I'm like, what are you talking about? She was like, I mean, it's just because your neck is so big or whatever. I'm like, something. I'm like, I almost got fired that day. And then I asked my manager, I was like, Miss such and such, you think something wrong with my neck or whatever? Yeah, other than the fact it looked like a bodybuilder from the neck up. I'm like,
okay, so
I've never been insecure about my neck until that day. And now I'm like.
So let me ask you a question. Why do you decide to say that story when she said
it have anything to do about your
because
appearance?
you be slick with your little comments. Man, ask you a question. Ask you a
just-
question. Does
being
dyslexia also affect the speech thing?
And
I'm
I
just
literally
saying,
prefaced with
felt
telling you
offended,
that
then you should've just said that.
Okay, so listen, we were just talking about responding and being in your triggered phase.
Uh-oh.
You're responding in your
Okay.
triggered phase because
Okay.
I asked you a question and I communicated that I can understand that it might sound triggering, but I want you to know I am asking out of genuine curiosity because I don't have dyslexia, never looked up dyslexia.
Okay.
You have dyslexia. I'm sure you've done research of dyslexia. So I was genuinely asking, does it affect speech also?
well, from what I know of, I don't think necessarily. There may be different phases. Like I said, there's different levels of dyslexia. I know for me, I be thinking faster than I can talk
Okay.
sometimes.
Okay.
So, that's what.
That makes sense.
I need to start asking you that next time you.
No
slow your
facts,
roll.
because I know I stumble my words. Like, but I'm just wondering, and maybe I do. Like, I don't know. I've never been tested. I don't know. Do people know if they have dyslexia or not? Like, But yeah, I know I stumble my words a lot. So that's why I said I'm just asking out of genuine curiosity. Or
Respectfully.
run the clip back, whatever.
Right.
I don't remember word for word what I said, but yeah. No,
Yeah,
and
no.
I apologize if I wasn't trying to
No,
come
you
off
good.
that.
You good. Sometimes I know you be like, well, I'm like, okay, Miss Tyrena, okay. All right, so, our trending topic, number 1, Kelsey. If you don't know who Kelsey is, Kelsey was the former friend of Miss Megan Thee Stallion, and she was a part of the whole shooting incident. There's been so much allegations of, did she have the gun? Was Tory taking it from her? Like, it was a lot. And so she has finally spoken up. It's been 2 years? A year?
Oh shoot. Mm-hmm.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. She did her first interview since the whole incident. I guess she couldn't get a actual show like Good Morning America or nothing, because she went on a.
She could have. She just chose not to.
Okay.
I like
So-
her tattoos.
Of course you do. So now we're going to take a few slides. I think it's like 5 or 6 or something. I think it's clips. Let's take a look at them.
Do all that.
Now,
You know?
again, I don't want to. I prefer not to get too into detail about those types of things, but I did want to ask: is that night, the infamous night, the night that you actually found out about the betrayal?
It's crazy. Yeah, it is. It is. To my knowledge, other than that, like, she was 100.
Yeah.
To my knowledge. So yeah, it did end up coming out that night that she had been betraying me or whatever, and of course it's like, damn, why it had to come out like this? Like, we should be able to. You should be able to come to me and say this. That way we can laugh in niggas' faces, not niggas laughing at us.
Supposed to be on the same team.
Right, exactly. And so, but for me, it's never about, like, I'm not fixing to fall out with nobody behind no guy.
Yeah.
That's like the last thing. You know what I'm saying? But of course, there are principles, and of course, when you are this tight internet and do all that.
Now,
you know?
again, I don't want to. I prefer not to get too in.
Fight with somebody, we should never have to do that to each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I did find out that night. Yeah.
Now, the pain that had to.
Fight with somebody, the whole situation of her doing whatever behind my back, that is not why we fell out. It's so unclear to me why we fell out. I'm a type of person that likes to communicate things. Some people don't like to communicate.
It's a task for people, some people.
Right. But you would think when you have this, when you're close to this person and this person is supposed to be, like your best friend, your family, your sister, that you would be able to talk about these things and, agree to disagree. You don't even have to, people grow and everybody has a season. So if that was just the end of our season, I felt like we should have been able to just have that conversation.
Yeah.
And it would have been fine. You don't have to end in, chaos or can't move on with peace. I'm the type of person that likes to move on with peace.
Yeah.
I can respect that people grow. But
Next.
I guess
She knows that you are the type of individual
exactly
that
I don't
she
like
uses that to her advantage.
to her advantage.
She's a big girl. She's probably always looking down on people.
I totally agree with that. Not the big girl part. Not the big girl part. The part about, she knows my true character. So she knows, like, even though, yes, if it comes down to it, whatever, I'm going to handle my business.
Yeah.
I don't go out and seek drama. I'm not a confrontational person, but if it has to be that, then that's what it is. But I would prefer to not have to go there. You know what I'm saying? And these are things that, she does know. I'm not that type of person. I'm not fixing to get on the internet.
She knows that.
This girl got something. You know what I'm saying? So we met. That happened. I told her, like, hey, you need to let me record you and put you on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? She at that time she wasn't as confident in that area.
Yeah.
So she was like, nah, I don't think so. I said, no, you are a star. You know what I'm saying? You are a star. Let me just record you and I'm gonna create you a YouTube. I'm gonna create your email and I'm gonna put you on YouTube. And this is how people go viral. And I'm gonna say the next day she came back and she was like, okay, you can record me, but it gotta be to this beat. It was a MJG Nate Ball instrumental. Sure enough. And recorded her on my cell phone, edited on Movie Maker, put that on YouTube, named the video. I named it Killing It because I was like, you killing it. Like, this girl got something. You know what I'm saying? So named the video. I named it Killing It because I was like, you killing it. Like, we're gonna name it Killing It. And from there, like, she became viral on the campus. Like, that girl could rap. That's the girl that rap. And from there, everything just kind of spiraled. And we stayed connected. The video, I think it wasn't until 2018 where I really realized, like, damn, maybe that moment was really something.
Yeah.
Because her mom, rest in peace, pulled me to the side. We were in LA at a Airbnb. She had a music video down there for Big Ol' Freak. And her mom pulled me to the side. And I'll never forget that conversation because that was one of our last conversations before she passed on. And she just told me, like, you know, thank you. I'm like, thank you. Thank you for what? She said, you know, we wouldn't be right here today if it wasn't for you. And that stuck with me forever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn.
From mom.
Yeah, nah, that's for real. I've never told nobody that. Only the inner circle knows about that.
Does she credit you for it?
You know, I don't think so. There's a few interviews out there you can go find where she did speak on it. But I think it wasn't until 20.
That's it, right? So what were y'all thoughts?
My thoughts was, why are you talking? What, like, and this is what irritates me is about interviews, because y'all, like, first of all, what is the Danza Project? Never heard of them. And, like, no offense to them, I'm sure they have a great audience, but, like, you waited all this time to talk about nothing. It says everybody's thinking, oh, the interview's gonna be about the shooting, nothing. You ain't say nothing. It was an interview about you and your life. And no offense, but nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah.
When everybody's assuming, not like that she doesn't matter or her life doesn't matter. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm saying is that's like when the whole R. Kelly situation was happening, not comparing the two or even like saying that they're the same thing, but like that's like him going on an interview while all of these allegations coming out, documentary just happened and everything, and he's like, oh yeah, you know, I got a new song coming out, and don't even talk about nothing that he's being like accused of or nothing. Like, and you just talk about, oh yeah, you know, I saw some flowers today and did it. Like, what? Nobody wants to hear that. What are we talking about right now? And that's how I felt when I was watching the clips, because honestly, I saw the clips and I kept scrolling past it. I didn't even want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see nothing, because what are you talking about? What is the reason? And then for me, if this is supposed to be your best friend and you don't know why y'all fell out, it's unclear. What is unclear? Like, I don't understand. Why would you say it's unclear?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, what you think, Tyrene?
I don't know. It's hard for me to have an opinion, because it's like, on one end, like, no, I guess nobody really knows what happened that night, and so a lot of people are like, oh, free Tory. A lot of people are like, no, like, people should have Meg's side, but it's like, we don't know what happened, and then for some reason she's involved, so it's just like the story is really unclear. But it's just like, I don't know, it's like you came on this interview and me from the outside not really knowing everything, because I personally just didn't care to really know anything that was going on. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really listen to Meg Thee Stallion's music like that. Like, her music is good, and I think she's a beautiful woman. And I do listen to Tory Lanez music, but like, I don't know him as a person. I don't follow any of his stuff, so it was just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be in my box at this moment. But like, nothing was said. Nothing was said in that interview, you know. Like, it was just kind of like she was playing victim. And I just remember something coming out where it's like, you didn't speak on anything, or you forgot what happened, or something like that. Like, I know she was saying something about that when that was coming out. So it's just like, I don't know, I just didn't understand what was the purpose of it. Like, what was your message? What were you trying to get out? Or were you just trying to be in the spotlight again? Like, I just didn't understand the purpose of the interview.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. I was hoping that there was going to be more, but
yeah,
lawyers, NDA, there's a lot of things that could have been. So I don't know.
I just feel like she would have been better off not saying anything then, because like that interview just didn't make you look good. Like, I'm reading the comments and people are just kind of like,
what was the reason?
What was the reason?
Like, it's just like pointless.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like, you got an immunity deal for the case, so just talk. You were, because the reason why she's in it, because she was in the car with them when Megan got shot. So everybody's like, well, she knows what happened.
So
she
Megan
was there.
got shot in a car? I thought it was a pool. What happened with the
No.
pool?
So the pool was where they were at.
Okay.
I don't know, because everyone's had all their different claims, but apparently that was the night that drop your water.
No, it's my bag.
Apparently that was the night that Kelsey and Meg found out that Tory was messing with both of them, or that both of them found out, or whatever.
Okay.
Meg was getting salty because she saw him cuddled up with Kendall's name was thrown in there.
Kylie.
Mm-hmm. Kylie, yeah. Kylie's name was thrown in there for a hot second. Then I stopped hearing about that.
The whole story is just a mess.
It's a mess, yeah.
Like,
so it's just,
we don't know any details. And also, from what I can understand, Tory wasn't even arrested for shooting Megan. Megan didn't press charges on him. That was the state. He was arrested because he was in possession of a firearm. He's on probation. That's a felony.
Right.
So you can't do that. Like, so you were going to jail regardless.
And so there are people saying that he was taking a gun away from Kelsey.
Yeah.
And that it accidentally went off, which, you know, we're not stupid. Obviously, if you get shot in the foot, your foot is on the ground. So there had to been some type of tussle, scuffle, whatever going on to where, you know. So I don't know. You know, people. I saw in another clip. She was like, "Yeah, where's the video?" or something like that. But
where's
we
the
haven't.
video?
Because there's supposed to be like a separate witness that has a video of like the interaction or whatever.
Yeah. I'm just like, there was no cameras, no nothing. So I don't know.
I just feel like it's a mess. That's why it's hard for me to have an opinion. Like, I'm not about to sit here and be like, free Tory or Megan's telling the truth. I'm not about to say nothing. Like,
no, I feel that.
I
agree.
Stuff. Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Next trending topic. Joe Biden gives aid to Gaza while funding Israel. So apparently, Flo, you want to read what the Shade Room actually said?
Scroll to the
caption. Thank you.
President Joe Biden announced his plans to carry a first military airdrop of food and supplies into Gaza. This comes a day after the deaths of Palestinians queuing for aid, which put a spotlight on an unfolding humanitarian catastrophe in the crowded coastal enclave. Biden didn't share many details, but he would advise the U.S. airdrop would take place in the coming days. Other countries, including Jordan and France, have already carried out airdrops to aid Gaza. While speaking to reporters, Biden said, "We need to do more, and the United States will do more." He added that aid flowing to Gaza is nowhere nearly enough. Reporters state more than 30,000 Palestinians have been killed and over 70,000 wounded in the Gaza Strip since the Israel's war on Hamas began nearly 5 months ago.
Jesus. 30,000. That's crazy. So I just find it to been quite ironic that we're funding, I guess, the war or funding whatever it is that they're funding as far as to Israel, that is attacking Gaza, but yet then sending them aid. So it's like we're trying to be on both sides.
Right.
Right.
It has nothing to do with trying to help them. He's just trying to get people to vote for him.
Yeah, you feel like it's a political move.
Yeah, because this whole time, people have been screaming. The guy had to set himself on fire in front of the Capitol. Do you know, like, how mentally you have to push yourself to set your own body on fire?
Yeah.
And while you're on fire, you're screaming Free Palestine.
Yeah.
Not even like screaming like just regular screams.
Yeah.
But that's how passionate that person was. Like, that's crazy to me. And that's not even the first guy who did it.
Yeah.
Which is just, like, the whole thing is insane. And for him to just be like, oh, yeah, we're going to send aid just because it's an election year is kind of like a spit in people's face.
Yeah.
Because, like, we've been screaming, like, please stop. Like, America has the power to stop. America, people, the countries will listen to America. Like, they're the countries following what they're doing. So when you have your entire country like screaming protest upon protest, people boycotting all of these things and doing what they can, because we, like, as a regular civilian, there's not much that we can do. But when we're like saying to our representatives and all of these people, please stop this, what you're doing is genocide. And then for you to be like, and all the news for like months, I'm seeing, oh, America sent money funding to Israel, billions of dollars, when you steady telling us that we're in debt and we're paying high prices here, but you're funding somebody's genocide. And then when it's an election year, now you want to aid? Really? Please, I'm not falling for that. Like, that's stupid. I can't.
Tarina.
I mean, you said it pretty good. I just, y'all know my opinion if y'all follow the show. Politics is a complete joke. Like, people like to get involved with politics to make themselves feel better, to feel like they're doing something, when in reality, like, this is all a game. I'm going to do something to make you like me in this moment, and then everything I say can just go out of the window. Like, I think it's just really funny how America wants to get involved in everybody's business but can't take care of the people that are actually here. Black people still don't have reparations. Like, Black people still don't have the rights that we should, but yet we're trying to figure stuff out that's going on in a whole other country that has nothing to do with us. Which, I'm not saying that we shouldn't provide aid if we can, but at the same time, how you can't give from an empty cup. America's cup is empty. That's an analogy I can give. We're an empty cup trying to give emptiness to other people, and that's ridiculous to me. So yeah, it's just, that's why I don't get into politics. It's all a joke to me. Do what you want to, whatever, but it's a joke. How can you take it seriously when you're funding the war but giving aid to the people who are a victim to the war? That's so silly. And if nobody sees into that, or if you're like finding some way to make that make sense, you're weird. But whatever, be weird in your world.
And that's the sad part about, as far as even when we look at Trump, is that so many people are tired of, just feel like you. They're tired of this whole political act. And so someone like Trump comes on the scene, they seem like, hey, he knows what he's talking about. I like this dude. And then we're putting just another clown into, the White House. But yeah, I got y'all wrapped it up in a nice bow and exploded it. There's nothing to say other than pray for Gaza. And even Israel, if there's victims and people who are suffering at the hand of just war in general in Israel, we got to pray for them as well. But yeah. Anyway, let's move on to our third topic of the day. Our third trending topic. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I did.
All right. So apparently, Miami has made a commercial that has been going viral.
Hey, we need to talk. This isn't working anymore.
And it's not us. It's you. Ooh. We just want different things.
Our idea of a good time is relaxing on the beach.
Hitting up the spa. Or checking out a new restaurant.
You just want to get drunk in public and ignore laws.
Do you even remember what happened last March?
That was our breaking point, so we're breaking up with you.
And don't try to apologize and come crawling back. This isn't safe, so we're done.
And just so you know, we're serious.
This March, you can expect things like curfews, bag checks, and restricted beach access.
DUI checkpoints, $100 parking, and strong police enforcement for drug possession and violence.
Whatever it takes, because it's time to move on.
Maybe we can talk when you're done with your spring break phase, but until then.
Hey.
I found that to be so funny.
Yeah, I love that commercial.
You like it?
Yeah, I actually do.
After
so
you done had your
creative.
spring break fun?
I didn't have what?
You didn't go to Miami for spring break before?
No.
Never. Wow.
No, I've never been to Miami for spring break. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but like the way that I think about it is the people that live in Miami are the people that are going to have to deal with everything that comes. Everybody who's going there to vacation or whatever, y'all get to leave and y'all don't have to deal with the mess that y'all created. Yeah. So I feel it. It's like this, if the people, what are they called? The residents of Miami are like, we're over this, then yeah, they have the right to say that because like I just said, like we actually live here. We had to deal with all of this. And now you're crowding our streets, you're crowding our beaches that we always have access to. So I feel it. Honestly, people like be respectful. Like you're coming to a place and you're like trashing people's like area,
doing the
most,
like environment.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Environment, place, like this is where people live, and y'all are coming from all these different states or whatever. Like what? Nobody's saying don't go on vacation. Nobody's not saying like don't go to all these different places to enjoy your spring break or whatever. Yeah. But like you can be drunk and have a good time without being belligerent. Yeah. Like,
but a lot of
like
people
got some sense.
A lot of people just don't know how to do that.
It's not, they don't care. It's not just don't know. Like some people, you'll sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to another spot. I'm going out of town. Okay, I want to get drunk, but I'm not trying to like. I'm not about to get drunk to the point where I'm sitting here trying to tear down people, get in a fight with a bunch of people. But I think it's like when you go to, I guess Miami has such a reputation where people think that they could just go there to be wild. Like you go there with the intention of, I'm going to be crazy. So when you get drunk, obviously you're going to be like, oh yeah, it's time to get crazy. Like you know how to act, please.
Exactly. And you know, there's also a difference when it comes to a lot of these events like we're experiencing here in Atlanta. The Atlanta Fairs came back by the old Turner Field, and so many people in the comments was like, yep, I won't be going. Them boys with them ski masks got them guns and etc. That nowadays you can't have fun without there being some type of shootout. You know, so it's ridiculous that they had to do this, you know. And I was looking forward to going one day. I tried to go freshman year, but that was the same freshman year of college, but that was the same year COVID happened. And so we're literally planning it and everything. And granted, the plans fell through 2 weeks before COVID happened. So it was 2 weeks before our spring break. And thank God, because, man, I just, y'all didn't feel like the commercial was too harsh?
No. I don't.
No, I feel like they're putting boundaries, and we need to respect the boundaries.
I thought it was very cute. I think whoever was in charge of that commercial was extremely creative. Like that was the first time when I watched the commercial, I was like, oh wow, like y'all really did y'all's thing with that commercial.
And
like,
it's very
we got
clear.
the message.
Yes, the message is very clear. Like it's I think it was a great, like you said, the person who put that together did a great job.
Well, hey, I'm looking forward to seeing how this spring break is going to be looking down there for these next
I think
few
people
weeks.
won't take them seriously, and then they'll end up in jail.
Yeah, and then that's how you like, they literally told you exactly in the video what is going to happen. Test it if you want to, and see yourself in the Miami prison or jail, whatever. And
if my thing is the $100 parking would have all the way deterred me.
I'd be like $100.
But but that can only deter so many people, because half of them are going to be doing Uber. They're catching a plane down there. They're doing Uber and stuff. So we gonna see.
I would have saw $100 and been like, yeah, let's go to Bahamas.
I saw a video.
Panama something.
Yeah, so I was just about to say, I saw a video about Panama City Beach, Panama City Beach, right? Okay, yeah. So PCB is going through the same thing, basically, just saying like, a lady made a video just about briefly talking about how like people don't need to come out here, like it gets always crazy during spring break and whatnot. So Florida's probably just tired.
Yeah. Pensacola is the new place now. Let's go to Pensacola.
No, I think people just need to stop being crazy, or there's nothing wrong with going to Miami or going to Panama or going anywhere. Yeah. But like, please, why would you destroy a city?
Just act like you have sense.
The biggest thing I've been seeing here in Atlanta and just everywhere is the violence that comes with it. Right. A lot of times people don't know. People are more lenient when it comes to drunk fest. Like you see that at games, basketball, football, hockey games. People are getting drunk and falling over the place and getting belligerent. But when it draws violence, when there's shootouts and people running and stampedes.
Yes.
Yeah, stampedes kill people.
Yeah.
For real.
And so I would hate to have to deal with that, and I don't know how many deaths there were. I think there were like a few deaths last year for spring break. So anyway, moving on to our hot take. I am in the hot seat today. Let's see. I was trying to figure out what my hot take was going to be.
You was.
And I think I got it.
Okay.
I feel like we should start saying the L word a lot more. Love. I think. Why you laugh? You laugh?
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. This is why I don't know if I'm looking forward for tomorrow, because I feel like every little thing I'm gonna do, you're gonna be like laughing. You and your friends gonna be giggling.
When you said the L word, you know that's a TV show, right? The L word.
Really?
Yeah. On Hulu. It's on Hulu.
Oh, it is on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's about lesbians.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry. That's
hey.
I thought we should start saying the L word. Lesbians need to just come out more. But okay.
I'm messing with you.
I'm not.
Anyway, I know.
Okay.
Consensual, non-monogamous, a person who happens to be into men and women, but leaning more to the women right now. I get it. Okay?
Look at that. I love it. That's my whole label. Okay.
All right. But yeah, no, the L word.
I'm sorry.
I have some friends who they lean into saying the L word, and granted, some of them most of them are my spiritual friends who is like, all right, love you, bro, love you too, man. And it's like, yeah, there's a sense of affection and understanding, like we have a bond here. But there are other friends who I'm like, all right, y'all, I love y'all. Okay, all right. I'm like, we known each other for 2, 3, 4, 5 years now. Like, golly.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and I get it, a lot of people are very uncomfortable with affection or saying the L word or certain things because of how they were raised, their personal experiences. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe that it sets us back a lot when it comes to building bonds with our friendships. Friends who are really supposed to be our family. Because we don't want to lean into it. We don't want to get gooey with our feelings. We don't want to say, I love you, or like, I care for you. And I should not have to, if I'm saying it to a man, I shouldn't have to say, love you, no homo, or nothing like that. Like, you should understand, bro. Like, I'm straight, you straight. I love you as a brother. If it's a girl, you should understand, I love you as a sister. And society, in Western society, I don't know when, where, how it's shifted, but I know in a lot of other cultures, they are embracive, or they embrace, love and affection and all that. But here in America, I don't know how it is in Europe, but I know for sure here in America, it's like, it's a gamble finding someone who understands the L word and the impact of it. And you would never know sometimes that person really cared for you. I'm like, I don't care to hear it at my funeral. I can't hear it.
Yeah.
I'm dead. I don't need you to be like, man, I always love that man. I always love Shabach, man. No, say it to my face, bro. Like, we should be able to feel that. But like Flo, you know, she always tells me when I go on my little rant about this is that everyone is different. Everyone have different experiences, and I definitely understand it. But that's just what I'm saying. We just need to lean more into the L word, you know. So, yeah.
I know for me, I like before I moved to Washington, I struggled, or I'm not going to say it was a struggle because I didn't see it as a struggle then, but like people, I would notice that people from Washington would use the word love very loosely, or in my opinion, it was very loosely.
What do you mean by loosely?
Yeah, so I was about to explain that. So like when I was in middle school, like these were girls that I had like just met, like not like I hadn't even known them. I'm a new kid at school or whatever, but they just so happened to really like me, like very friendly, like we just clicked, whatever. So we're starting to have lunch, you know, a couple days go by, maybe weeks go by, whatever, and then we're talking, Tarina, oh my God, I love you so much, girl. And I'm not gonna say it back. I don't know you, you know.
You was like this in middle school?
Oh, was it middle? Yeah, middle school. Yeah. I like, and for me, like, so then I feel like I've always been a person who like internalized things. I'll go back and like replay different scenarios that I've been in and just analyze like why I behaved in that way. Yeah. And so in that moment, when I would go back and analyze that, like I would be like, why didn't I? Like it just made me, one, it made me uncomfortable because you're telling me I love you and I don't know you. Yeah. And then two, it's like, so I think it was just feeling like I just felt like that was loosely. So I always felt strongly of like, if I'm gonna tell somebody I love you, I have to like actually feel something. Like love is like a super strong word to me, like not something that I'm just gonna tell somebody just off bat or whatever. But now as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that there's layers of love. Yes. It's not really like there's romantic loves, there's platonic loves, there's like whatever, however you want to break it down, but there's layers of love. And what made me realize that was there was one situation where I was talking to a woman that I used to talk to, and we were in the car, and I never told her that I loved her. And we were just talking or whatever, and I just remembered constantly saying like, I love how you do this, and I love how this makes me feel when you do this, and I love. I was using that because I loved that action. And so into my head, it's like, okay, if I'm saying I love the action and you are causing the action, then that must mean I love you. So I told her like, yeah, I would say I love you because like you're doing all these things that I love, like, and it's not just, the things aren't just popping out of the air, like you are doing those things. So I love you. But it wasn't so deep for me to be like, oh, like if she didn't say it back, it would have hurt me or whatever, you know, because the people, like I'm sure a lot of people, when they hear the word love, like that's a strong word. But in that moment, it was just very loosely like, yeah, I do love you. Like, yeah. So I can agree with what you're saying, like not feeling so stuck on like trying to choose when, like if you're feeling that feeling or whatever, or if you notice yourself saying that you love X, Y, and Z about a person, you might love the person, you know? So I think, and you said it profoundly just now, how you summed it up, where it's like you love these different things, and we will go our whole lives saying, oh, I love how you do this, or I love this about you, I love that about you, and not want to say I love that person. Right. I was just telling my dad how it's like one of my uncles, two of my uncles. One of my uncles, he's an older guy. He's in his 70s now, and he initiate the love you at the end of a conversation, and he's a God uncle, spiritual uncle. And you know, he's like, nephew, I love you. You know, stay safe out here and all that good stuff. And I'm like, it feels so warm when he says it, just from another male, you know. But I have another uncle who I'm like, getting off the phone with him is very awkward. It's like, all right, yeah, all right, see you later, all right. And I was telling my dad this, and he was like, well, number one, age difference. Number two is sometimes you have to initiate it. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to initiate it because I'm like, you're the older one. You should be initiating it. But it's a matter that a lot of people are very uncomfortable with it because, number one,
society has taught us that love, like you were saying, is supposed to be these immense feeling, like, oh my gosh. But we don't realize we do, which leads us to the second thing. We block ourselves from feeling these feelings because of hurt. We don't want to be hurt. We've had someone in our life, whether it was a parent, whether it was a loved one, or friends, that we thought we felt that loving feeling for, and that backstabbed us. We saw their flaws or whatever it may be. And now we're like, oh, I'll never let someone hurt me like that again. Even when we don't vocalize it, like, I would never let that happen again, we are building up walls around ourselves. And, you know, I was telling Flo about one of our friends. So I'm like, I said it and they didn't say it back, whatever. I'm like, it made me feel some type of way. Because I'm like, dude, we're going on 2 years of hanging out. Like, we're doing close stuff. Like, this ain't some just surface level friendship. And it's like, well, you know, some people have different feelings around it and etc. I'm like, I get it. But I would hate to die tomorrow, or for that person to die tomorrow or whatever, and feel like you never said it, you know? So I think we have to be more open to the layers of love. It's an obvious difference. My layer of love for Flo is going to be different than my layer of love for a brother of mine. And just embrace it, bro. So yeah, that's my hot take. Anyway, Flo, any words? Are you good?
No, I can see where you're coming from. I am a little bit more reserved with I love yous and things like that, only because, like, similar to what you're saying, I've had experiences where somebody will be like, oh, love you, girl, and I'm like, bro, I met you 2 hours ago. What are you talking about? I just don't like when people do that sometimes. And so for me, like, and that's where discernment comes in. Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, even if it is 2 years, love is not defined by time. You don't just, oh, I love you because I've known you for 2 years. Love is determined by a bond, or, you know, whatever it is that you know that you have that feeling for. So I can know somebody for 10 years, but it's more like I care for you, because that relationship is an acquaintance type of relationship where I just see you now and again, and the most that we've talked about each other's lives is oh yeah, my kid's birthday or whatever. So for me, it's kind of like like, I'm not gonna just, oh, I love you because you've been in my life for this long now, so I guess you deserve a love. It's kind of like more of like whatever I'm feeling. No, I mean, I 100% agree that it's not a time thing, because there are people who to this day that I've met when I was in elementary school or middle school, even high school, that I'm like, it's difficult for me to say that I love them, you know, like, we've really established that bond to where I'm like, bro, we locked in. But there are others who I'm like, we've been locked in, we've been bonding, we've been doing everything that a platonic friendship that develops love should do. But every time when you've said that, I've tried to emphasize that that's how you particularly feel. That might not be how that person perceives love or even defines love. So you're sitting here like, oh yeah, no, but we've done everything that I feel like is the requirement for me to say I love you, and the other person's like, we ain't do enough, or we, you know, just. And that's my point, is that everyone have different standards, and that's why no one will ever agree. Because for someone else, it's time. For another person, it's how much we've done together. For another person, it's let's establish this love and build from it. It's different for everybody. If we would just be more open to the fact that there's no harm in being like, I love you. Also, because what I was telling Flo is there are different layers to it. So if I care for you, if like tonight you died, I will feel some type of way. If I am concerned about your safety and your well-being, that is a level of care that it equals to love. But because society, we have made love this very romantic thing. If I say I love you, what, you love me, what, and it's like, no, I care for you, and that, in fact, the love word is the simplified word of me saying, hey, I hope you get home safe. Hey, I hope that you prosper. I hope that all these good. I ain't got to say all this when I can just say I love you. Similar to how kids have always said that their parents would cook for them, do this for them, or do that, but didn't say I love you, because all of that
is embodied in saying I love you. There is something, I don't know, studies may show, on why is it that we feel this warm embrace when someone says I love you. Even when I've had bros or family who would initiate it, I'm like, oh yeah, love you too, man. And it feels so good. You feel connected. I ain't got to, like, I don't have to have done so much with you to care for you. And that is my biggest thing. You care for me, I care for you. Let's just go ahead and say it, you know? So, because you never know why people may need it. And I'm sorry, a lot of us are walking around with traumas, and we have developed our personalities around our traumas. And so we like, that's just me. Nah, there's something that's happened, and that's not for me to figure out. That's for you to go to therapy and talk to God and do whatever you got to do to figure that out. But let's just be a little bit more open to the L word and saying love you to your brothers and sisters, you know. And it don't have to be some weird stuff. I love you, my brother in Christ. I'm like, come on, bro. All right. Being a little weird. Anyway. So, yeah, that's my hot take.
Okay.
Miss Tyrena, your something to think about.
Yeah, so I was on TikTok.
You was on TED Talk?
No, TikTok.
I was about to say, you on TED Talk? Look at you.
I was on TikTok and I saw this analogy.
Yeah.
And I just really liked it, so I wanted to share it. It says, you are holding a cup of coffee when somebody comes along and bumps into you or shakes your arm, making you spill your coffee everywhere. Why did you spill the coffee? Because somebody bumped into me. Wrong answer. You spilled the coffee because there was coffee in your cup. Had there been tea in your cup, you would have spilled tea. Whatever is inside the cup is what will spill out. Therefore, when life comes along and shakes you, which it will, whatever is inside you will come out. It's easy to fake it until you get rattled. So we have to ask ourselves, what is in my cup? When life gets tough, what spills over? Joy, gratefulness, peace, and humility, anger, bitterness, harsh words, or reaction. Life provides the cup. You choose how to fill it. Today, let's work towards filling our cups with gratitude, forgiveness, joy, words of affirmation, and kindness, gentleness, and love for others.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a really good analogy, and I felt like it spoke a lot. Just because like the way that I like to try to live life, for the most part, I'm very positive. I like to try to find the positives. Even now, even when I go through like negative times, I still try to find like the positive out of that. Yeah. But it's not faking. It's more so like consciously being aware that I know I'm hurt. I know I'm upset. I know something is not like I'm feeling whatever feeling other than happiness right now. Yeah. But I want to get back to happiness. So let me acknowledge these feelings and then bring myself back up to feeling good. At the end of the day, my goal is to always feel good. So what can I do to feel good in a healthy manner? Yes. So I really like that because I feel like because that is my life, when things come around, shake me up or make me feel uneasy, like, yes, it's okay to sit and feel those feelings, but also how do you get back up to where you were before? Yes. And that was a perfect analogy. I thought that was really great. So yeah, when you said that, it was just so funny because I literally saw that last night, and then you was like, Tyrena, you're doing something and I was like, wow, I got a perfect thing.
Right. Yeah,
that is beautiful. I talk about this a lot where you can really tell how someone is feeling inside by when they are drunk or when they're angry. And man, I put it like this. I've been dealing with a situation that just spiraled out into just nonsense with some people, and I'm like, wow. At first I was very confused on why was God having for this to happen. It was like it was just a lot of just nonsense, and I was realizing that God wanted me to see people's reactions, because it's like you can't be around or be close or call these people, very close to you who this is their reaction, this is how they treat you. And so oftentimes when we go through situations, we don't recognize that what is inside is going to come out of us, and we're going to be pushed. So many people, I know myself, I try so hard to control my environments, try so hard to control what is going on, when you're trying to cover up what is inside.
Yeah.
You know, and so that just was a great analogy.
Yeah.
I love analogies.
Yeah, me too.
That was that was good.
Good analogy.
Yeah. Man, I like that. Well, Miss Tyrina, it's bittersweet.
Farewell.
This is her last time. Well, we're not going to speak the last time, but right now you're in a Right now you're in a transitional season. But I was about to say last time in person, but you're going to be able to travel and do different things.
That too,
you know, we're going to speak that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely been almost 3 months.
Yeah, 15 episodes.
Yeah, 15. It should have been probably 20 or something, but there's been weeks that there's been a lot going on.
Yeah. That's life.
Yeah, it is. Wow. Episode 15. Gotta look up what number 15, what that mean. I don't know. Gotta look that up.
Well, 1 and 5, that's 6. 6 is the number of just kidding. I was gonna go into my little
I was about to say
numerology.
Let's get it. But it definitely has been a beautiful journey. You have helped rebirth this podcast that I've been doing, so I definitely appreciate everything. Appreciate your vibe, your energy. From the first episode, you was on it.
Definitely brought just the glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I really appreciate y'all for saying that. And I also just looked it up. So yeah, the number 15, 1 and 5 would be 6. 6 is the number for nurturing and support.
Nurturing and support. Nice. Well, we're going to pray that there's going to be a lot of nurturing from your family.
Yeah.
And a lot of support. Shoot, you're going to be doing big things.
Big things.
Big things.
Yes. Make sure you follow my social media, Tyrina.faye.
Yes.
I don't think we haven't put
we
that
haven't
in
put
a
them
while.
up lately.
So
Need
sure
to
y'all follow
put
me.
them up right there.
Yeah.
Boom. Well, guys, it has been quite an episode. Is this probably the shortest episode we've done in a minute?
We went through that very fast.
The
trending topic, the topic of the day. We went through that very fast.
Come on, guys. Come on. It's simple. But till next time, keep talking about things that we should be talking about. Make sure you follow the Instagram and the TikTok. Tyrina, sure, it's going to be in the them comment sections. Okay. Yeah.
Peace, guys.
Aw. Got me shedding a tear over here. Man. So.
Yeah, I shipped my car on